to master. So this is how I go down with my mastering. As the day goes by, I learn new things and I evolve. So I I posted a video the other day on how I master, and I have another one now. So I'll also improve this one later. So I know you have a lot to learn. Yeah, so you have a lot to learn. So let me just pretty much reset this. I master because the reference track one, it tells me the loudness to go for. Two, it tells me the tone, the tonal balance to check out for. Three, it gives me an EQ to work with. So it's there is a lot to gain with reference track. So I don't need to stress much on that. Maybe I may make a dedicated video explaining reference track. So first and first, so for this track, let's get the feel of the track I want to master to show you guys. So let's feel.
I want to do you it's no good. Inside beside the back of my room, I want to show you it's no good. And get me don't need no company. Tonight me I want Dottori. Body on this yo, gun body. Kill it with me I want color be. And good night, no fake love that I might. Go sugar yachty, although you want.
Yeah, I know some of you might be picking that. Yeah, the reverbs are kind of poking out, but come on, that's me, man. That's what I like, man. But I know, yeah, it's still fixed to do that in the mix, but I don't have that track with me again. So this is what I have to work with to show you guys how I master. But don't worry, you'll see the master. It turn out nice. But you'll see the EQ. The loudest part of the track. So there is the EQ I have. I notice a boost at the 90 hertz. Then you can see a cut at the low frequency, and you can see a very hard cut at the 20 kilohertz.
I want to do you it's no good. Inside beside the back of my room, I want to show you it's no good. And get me don't need no company.
So I'm cutting the lows up to like 35, 36, and I'll be adding a bell at probably 11k. It's not a must though, it's not a must, but it's something that you'll notice the difference in your sound. So sometimes it's usually not 11k, it depends on your mix. So but I know there is this thing adding a bell up here does, it opens up the mix a little bit for you.
I want to do you it's no good. Inside beside the back of my room, I want to show it's no good. And get me don't need no company. Tonight me I want Dottori. Body on this yo, gun body. Kill it with me.
So after this EQ, I'll be using my glue compressor to, in mastering. You don't want your peaks to be going -9, -3, -14 dB. So I want to control my peaks. Attack at all self. You don't want to use attack, and your ratio shouldn't be more than 2. The major thing you'll be doing here is your threshold. You want to balance it at a point where you notice your vocal is actually standing out, and your beat too is also standing out at that point, but not really destroying the dynamics of the song. So you want to pay more attention to the vocal, and also how it translates on the beat itself. So
Body on this yo, gun body. Kill it with me I want color be. And good night, no fake love that I might. Go sugar yachty, although you want a mad man.
so now The other knob you'll be using to control, like I said, your only power using this glue is this your threshold and your release, and probably your ratio. But your ratio, when you're mastering, please don't use more than 2, don't cut more than 2:1. Is what your release actually does. It shapes how your vocal is on this your master boss. Your release beat, you can do that, but this is when you're listening more of your vocal, so you don't want it to affect where your effects work, so you'll be checking this release.
I want to do you body on this your gun body. Kill it with me, I want color be. And good night, no fake love that I might. Push gayati, although you want a my many hardy. I run my stylish. Move to the left and the right, yeah. Make me vibe, oh 9:35, yeah. Siki down and style, yeah. Come make up put a million on you. Many girls they but I want you. Different things I do to you. I want to do you, it's no good.
You see the feel of the vocalist when I put it in -4 in 4. Then notice the difference when I put it in 2. The both are working the same thing, but in this 4, it's actually cutting most of those delay and those reverbs that we are supposed to come out also.
I want to do you, it's no good. Inside beside the back of my room, I want to show you it's no good. And give me don't need no company. Tonight me I want to.
This EQ to correct with this reference I've had already. This reference I had here. So I want to use this EQ now. I want to work with this EQ I have here. My 80 to 100 hertz higher to this reference, and to also reduce some of my 30 kilohertz and boosting my 1 to 4 kilohertz a little bit higher, and also cutting my 20 kilohertz. Understand, it's not a must. It just depends on the track you want to use as your reference. So it's not a must to use reference track. It's just giving yourself opportunity to use what works, man, because
Push gayati, although you want a my many hardy. I run my stylish. Move to the left and the right, yeah. Make me vibe, oh 9:35, yeah. Siki down and style, yeah. Come make up put a million on you. Many girls they but I want you. Different things I do to you. I want to do you, it's no good. Inside beside the back of my room, I want to show you it's no good. And give me don't need no company. Tonight me I want to
keeping it at a consistent level. So a dynamic EQ will be nice here. So let me give you guys a source now. So I'll be using a peak controller as my dynamic EQ. So this 3K range I want to boost a little. This 3K I'll be linking it.
Color be and good night. No fake love that I might. Push gayati, although you want a my many hardy. I run my stylish. Move to the left and the right, yeah. Make me vibe, oh 9:35, yeah. Siki down and style, yeah. Come make up put a million on you. Many girls they but I want you. Different things I do to you. I want to do you, it's no good. Inside beside the back of my room, I want to show you it's no good.
So after this additive EQ now, I'll be adding
inside the back of my room, I want to show you it's no good. And give me don't need no company.
So for the stereo image, I'm not taking it one, wider than one. So I I just wanted to just poke out of this circle. I just wanted to poke out of this circle just a little bit. Just to give using headphone, you might get the difference, but when using a speaker, you actually notice the difference. When this one I did it, so I got 60,000 divided by 100 is 600, right? Yeah, 600. So sometimes I use true pick. Depends on the way I mixed the track. Sometimes I don't use true pick. Depends on how I also mix the track. So I'll be using this to boost the volume to commercial loudness, but also paying attention to what I'm doing. To be picking out more than -9 and less than -10. So I just want it to be at that range of -9 and -10. So if you can keep it at nice steady, boom, that's nice. And also it's not a must to be at -9 and -10. It depends on, like, there are no rules to music. It's a feeling. So most track you need to push them to -7, -6 before you can feel the music. Is not like rap that you have to follow some rules to just make it stand out. This one is a melodious sound, so you want to push it to the point that you can actually feel the melody and feel the track. It's all about feeling. It's all about feeling, man. It's music, it's art. It's not an engineering funfair. So
and good night, no fake love that come might. Bushigayati, although you want a mat, my many hardy. Aroma stylish. Move to the left and the right, yeah. Make we vibe. Oh, 9:35, yeah. Siki done and style, yeah. Come make up with a million on you. Many girls they but I want you. Different things I do to you. I want to do you it's no good. Inside beside the back of my room. I want to show you it's no good. And give me don't need no company. Tonight me I want Totori. Body on this show. Come body. Kill it with me I want. Color be. And good night. No fake love that come might. Bushigayati. Although you want a mat, my many hardy. Aroma stylish. Move to the left and the right, yeah. Make we vibe. Oh, 9:35, yeah. Siki done and style, yeah. Come make up with a million on you. Many girls they but I want you. Different things I do to you. I want to do you it's no good. Inside beside the back of my room.
alright, so guys, there's a wrap up for this. So guys, I'll be dropping how I also master with the personas next. So subscribe, like, follow me on IG, follow me on YouTube, follow me on Instagram at Fred Made It, then on YouTube at Opokuma Fred. So I might be changing my